52 a.m. Newport Harbor, Rhode Island. The marina is black and silent. Cold Atlantic wind cuts across empty docks. No tourists, no movement. Then everything shifts. 43 federal agents move in. 2 tactical boats seal the harbor exit. A helicopter circles overhead. On a 146-foot yacht registered through Malta, agents are searching for 19 missing students, $14.7 million in laundered funds, and a network that has already touched 6 states. What follows will expose a system hidden behind prestige, trust, and power. If you want the full truth in stories like this, hit like so this reaches more people. 5:01 a.m. The vessel sits under soft deck lighting. White hull. Gold trim. The name painted clean across the side. The Meridian Crown. On paper, it belongs to a nonprofit research foundation tied to Halcyon University, a private institution known for elite international programs. Exchange initiatives. Maritime diplomacy fellowships. High-level donor-backed travel. Everything looks legitimate. But investigators see something else. For 18 months, FBI Human Trafficking Task Force units, Homeland Security investigations, and IRCI analysts have tracked a pattern. Tuition payments that do not match enrollment records. Travel manifests with duplicated identities. Students whose visa activity suddenly stops mid-semester. No warning, no explanation, no return. 5:04 a.m. The breach order is given. Agents climb the stern in silence. Another team enters through the service deck. A third secures the bridge before any system can be wiped. This is not chaos. This is precision. Inside the upper cabin, agents find Dr. Elias Karev and Dr. Morel Dastan, both respected figures in global education circles. For years, they appeared beside diplomats, trustees, and government advisors. Their program promised opportunity, access, influence. But behind the image is something else. A pipeline. If you believe powerful people should never be above the law, comment exposed below. The investigation did not start at the harbor. It began 11 months earlier. 6:18 p.m. Cambridge, Massachusetts. A parent calls the university asking why her daughter's exchange credits have disappeared. She is told it is a system delay. 2 days later, another parent calls, then another, then more. Different families, same problem. Each student had enrolled in the same program. The Atlantic Policy and Maritime Leadership Initiative. It sounded elite. It looked legitimate. Students were promised international travel, academic credit, and access to global networks. Tuition ranged from $41,000 to $68,500. Recruitment was selective, invitation only. Faculty recommended. Everything controlled, everything filtered. To the public, it looked prestigious. To investigators, it started to look insulated. An internal audit revealed 63 students marked as transferred abroad, yet no receiving institutions confirmed their arrival. 21 digital housing records were erased within 9 days. Medical billing continued for 3 students who were supposedly overseas. That should not happen. The deeper agents dig, the stranger it becomes. A nonprofit shell in Delaware receives $3.2 million in education grants. A maritime logistics firm in Panama bills that nonprofit for research transport. A consulting entity in Cyprus charges both sides for facilitation services. No classrooms, no academic oversight, no verifiable outcomes. This was not mismanagement, this was design. By month 3, analysts identified 117 suspicious travel events, 42 structured deposits just under reporting thresholds, and 8 offshore accounts tied to shell entities. And one vessel keeps appearing, the Meridian Crown. If this shocks you, share this so more people understand how networks like this operate. 8:26 p.m. Washington, D.C. Inside a federal command center, screens fill with data. Names, routes, Transactions. Agents map movements across Boston, Newport, Miami, Nassau, Lisbon, and Tangier. A customs analyst flags repeated maritime departures labeled as academic travel. An high specialist identifies escort network chatter linked to coded initials matching missing students. Then cyber units break the first layer. Email fragments refer to students as inventory, placements, and delegates. An encrypted ledger lists categories: intake, compliance, transfer, sponsor. Payments appear clean: $27,500, $42,000, $61,800. No names, only codes: NH3, MR7, a T9. No humanity, only logistics. Over 14 weeks, investigators mapped 3 operational layers: recruiters, handlers, brokers, at least 29 intermediaries, drivers, visa consultants, event coordinators, maritime contractors. Then the first breakthrough. A seized phone in South Florida reveals a message: send next academic group after midnight. Crown route, same window, same route, same vessel, same system. 11:47 p.m. prosecutors authorize expanded surveillance. 4 residences, 3 offices, 2 marinas, 1 donor-funded property. From that moment, the case changes. This is no longer missing persons. This is trafficking. Type yes if you want to see what they found on that yacht. 4:41 a.m. Back in Newport Harbor, the first cabin door opens. Inside are 10 young individuals, no luggage, no passports, no phones, only wristbands. Some are sedated, some dehydrated. One asks if they are going home. Medical teams move immediately. Lower storage reveals sealed garment bags, counterfeit credentials, non-disclosure agreements, and 11 satellite phones hidden in foil-lined cases. Behind a false compartment, agents recover $2.86 million in vacuum-sealed cash. Mixed bills, date-labeled, organized. Near the engine room, a K9 alerts on a reinforced panel. Agents cut through it. Inside are 36 kilograms of cocaine, 14 kilograms of ketamine, 6 kilograms of MDMA, and 1.9 kilograms of synthetic narcotics packaged for distribution. This changes everything. This was not just trafficking. This was a dual-use smuggling route. On the bridge, forensic teams extract navigation data. 17 nighttime voyages in 8 months. Offshore stops lasting minutes. Enough time for transfers, enough time for disappearances. 4:56 a.m. A crew member runs toward a burn bag filled with passports and drives. He is stopped. Another attempt to wipe the system. Too late, every action is recorded. If you want to see how deep this goes, hit subscribe now. 5:12 a.m. coordinated warrants hit Boston, Manhattan, and Palm Beach. In Boston, agents uncover ledgers hidden beneath donor displays. Over 240 coded names. In Manhattan, a luxury office contains forged documents, cash equipment, and a concealed safe. Inside, passports, credentials, and hotel lists across multiple cities. In Palm Beach, a waterfront property reveals surveillance systems and a locked cabinet. Inside are behavioral profiles. Fear, tolerance, compliance risks, financial pressure, not students, assets. Comment justice if you believe this should be exposed. By sunrise, 31 arrests are made. 19 individuals are recovered from the yacht. Additional victims are located across multiple sites. Financial tracing reveals $24.3 million moved domestically and $18.9 million routed offshore through Malta, Cyprus, and the British Virgin Islands. Structured deposits appear across multiple states. The numbers are staggering. But the most disturbing discovery is protection. Communication logs reveal links to individuals with clearance authority, travel approvals pushed through without review, alerts overridden repeatedly, 17 times in 13 months, each override approved. This was not a loophole, this was coordination. Share this so people understand how systems can be exploited from within. 6:44 a.m. interviews begin. One crew member talks. Students categorized before departure. VIP, service, transfer, offshore routing. He describes apartments in Miami, villas near Nassau, transfer hubs in Freeport, passport swaps. Identity resets. He names brokers, financial handlers, and international facilitators. The network extends beyond borders. Europol is notified. Spanish authorities receive route intelligence. Bahamian officials are alerted. Red notices begin forming. This network is larger than anyone expected. It operated behind trusted language, education, opportunity, exchange. But behind it was control, movement, sale. 1:08 p.m. investigators estimate at least 86 victims over 4 years. 27 remain unaccounted for, possibly rerouted internationally. This was not confusion, this was trafficking. Comment your reaction below. Arrests continue. Charges expand. Assets are frozen. The yacht is seized. Financial networks are dismantled. Public trust begins to fracture. Institutions face scrutiny. Parents demand answers. Students gather in silence. Not because they trusted strangers, because they trusted credentials. And that is what makes this dangerous. When crime hides behind legitimacy, it spreads deeper. It erodes systems. It weakens oversight. It changes how people see authority. Hit like if you believe justice matters. Comment what shocked you most. Subscribe so you do not miss what happens next. 8:17 p.m. The harbor is quiet again. The vessel is no longer operational. Evidence teams remain on board. Every cabin processed, every device secured, every route documented. But the real question remains, how long was this allowed to operate? This case may be constructed for storytelling, but the risk it represents is real. Trafficking does not always look like force. Sometimes it looks like opportunity. Sometimes it looks like prestige. Sometimes it looks like trust. And when trust is used as a cover, the damage reaches far beyond what anyone expects. This is not the end. This is only the beginning.